Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Well, he plays both guard positions well. Sexton shows off that court vision.
Here's the general. 13 points in the game. And Doncic with the three. Give him 8.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Outside Sexton. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first move.
And look, Sexton's lack of size has never prevented him from mixing it up down low.
Here's the general. He's a tough guy to check, averaging almost 28 points a game. Back to Reeves. Lets it go from deep. And another three for the Lakers.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
To the paint. Oh, a flawless finish on the lob.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
The Lakers lead by 7. Doncic passes to the general. Clarkson on the double team. On the wing, Reeves to the middle. Here's the general. Shot clock at 5. And it's in there. And the Lakers lead by 9.
I don't know how you stop James inside. He just overpowers the defender and gets it to go.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. It's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And the general gets it to go.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly. Well, that's already his second foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Lynn's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for James, and Connect subbed in for Reeves. Here's Hendricks. Still no points. Doncic against Sexton. Pass to Clarkson. The three is up. The Lakers with a rebound.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's the general. 15 points in the game. The layup off target. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. 11-point game. Shots good by Sensabaugh.
A team player through and through. Get open, and Sexton will send the ball your way.
Here's the general. Back to Doncic. Over Sexton. Again, the Lakers score.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Clarkson outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, this coaching staff loves to see Clarkson pass it. He's developed that portion of his game.
Here's the general. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing. Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Pass to Doncic. From deep. Rebound, Utah. Martin, the pass to Clarkson. 27 seconds left in the first. Here's Sensabaugh. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to connect. Here's the general. Hachimura with the ball. He's guarded by Martin. Here's the general. And here's connect outside. And so it's Los Angeles closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back after this word. Substitution here for Utah. Filipowski. He's checked in for Martin. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Sensabaugh. Clarkson's checked in for Juzang. And it's George in for Sexton. Milton passes to the general. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Clarkson the 2, and Markkanen is the 3. Then it's Filipowski. Then there's Keontae George, and it's Hendricks in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Utah right now. The 16th pick in last year's draft, Keontae George was thrown right into the fire his rookie season, Stan.
Yeah, down the stretch, he was basically handed the keys to the offense at the point guard position. He may take some lumps, but his talent level is evident.
And Stan, the league questioning the use of load management. I know you've wondered if it could even hurt conditioning.
There's no question, Brian. Look, since the age of load management has come into the NBA, injuries are up, not down. I think players have been deconditioned, and that's even before you get into the need of guys playing together more to gain a rhythm and an on-court chemistry. You know, like actually playing basketball together.
A novel idea. Here's Filipowski, coming off a 16-point game against Dallas. 4-3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hayes has got 6 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
James outside. Here's the general. George defending. It's good on the lay-in. The general's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Pass to Markkanen. And Markkanen with the stop.
So good to see Markkanen using force.
The Lakers lead by 20. Milton passes to the general. Now here's Hayes. Vincent with the ball. James outside to the inside. Here's the general. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Markkanen. George feels it out a bit. Pass to Markkanen. Clarkson outside. And Vincent comes to help. George for 3. Vincent grabs a miss.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Los Angeles has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. The general passes to Vincent. And here's James. Shot clock at 6. Baseline try. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Hendricks. 1:27 left in the first half of this game. Yep, that one goes. Clarkson's got 14.
Well, when Clarkson gets going, he can be an elite scoring guard.
The General passes to James. To the wing, right side. Vincent outside. Here's the General. It's guarded by Markkanen. The General. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Los Angeles shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. Utah shooting 44% from the field during the second. Pass to Filipowski. 46 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. So we'll see Jordan Clarkson go to the line here. It's going to go on Jackson Hayes, and he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And that one falls for Clarkson. We'll stand former second-round pick Jordan Clarkson. He's averaged double-digit scoring every season.
Yeah, Brian, he's done it primarily as a sixth man. He actually already ranks among the top 10 in all-time points scored off the bench, and he's still moving up the ladder.
It is interesting that he prefers to come off the bench.
Yes, some guys do.
Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they had the fourth best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
Now here's Markkanen. 10 points for him. Basket's good.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's the General. Rebounded by the Jazz. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
I got it. And it's Utah with the ball. Trailing by 19. Clarkson for 3. The shot won't fall. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
And think about this. That game was really a coin toss. They were fortunate to have survived and picked up the win.
Yeah, they needed some extra time to get it done. But at the end of the day, a win's a win.
And so it's Los Angeles out in front by 19 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Los Angeles Lakers.
This has been a weight room game. They're just stronger on the glass, and they're playing with a mean streak, guys.
What do you know about weight rooms, Kenny?
He knows how to avoid them.
Ooh.
And now it's time to bring up the Players of the Month in the NBA. In the East, Joel Embiid. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And the Lakers, looking at who they've got, Jackson Hayes is out there with James. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's the General in at the 3. Clarkson passes to George. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
From deep, Reeves. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got his third assist of the night. Pass to Hendricks. Doncic against George. Clarkson for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Clarkson's got 20 points.
Showing that competitive spirit, Clarkson really wanted to get them right back.
Here's the General. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. That one is off. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Well, Coach Lauri Markkanen, it's been an interesting study to watch his game continue to improve every year.
Yeah, it certainly has, Brian. You know, he was a complimentary player for quite a while. Offensive threat, and he has thrived.
And this is inexcusable. The defense must force Markkanen further away from the rim.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Hayes, the pass to the General. And that one good.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Los Angeles shooting their fifth attempt at the line in the game. Jazz trail by 17. Pass to Hendricks. Markkanen outside. And the three off target. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Now Hayes. It's picked off. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And it's Clarkson missing. Los Angeles leading by 17. Pass to the General. Kicks it to Doncic. Hayes up top. It's tipped. George with a steal. Soft touch off the glass. George has got 5 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Reeves against Clarkson. Now here's Reeves. Guarded closely. No good. Utah's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And it's Clarkson missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. Lenz checked in for the Lakers. Hachimura comes in for LeBron, and he makes the first but misses the second. Here's Markkanen. Pass to Hendricks. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Here's Hendricks. Now here's Clarkson. 20 points for him.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
The General passes to Lynn. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Markkanen outside. The General pulls it in. The General's got 5 rebounds in the game. Hachimura, right side, to the paint. The General can't hit from in close. Jazz trail by 18. Down low. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Had a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA three-point contests.
Well, you look at James. He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a make that, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. So it's Los Angeles now, following the bucket by Utah. Here's the general. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with. Down there.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
Here's Clarkson, following the score by the Lakers.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's the general. He's covered by Clarkson. And the general gets it to go.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Hendricks. Here's Markkanen. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Los Angeles leading by 22. Doncic passes to the general. Back to Doncic. Three-pointer. The rebound by Filipowski. The Jazz have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Here's George. Chalk up 2 there. George has got 6 here in the quarter.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
Here's the general. Pass to connect. Here's the general. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Jazz trail by 20. Knocked away. And they're pushing it up. Oh, there's the alley. And Doncic with the jam.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
You know what time it is,
A different look for Utah. Sensible is checked in for Lauri Markkanen, and it's Colin Sexton in for George. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. Clarkson outside. And here's Sexton. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
And Connect gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's Sexton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
High energy, high pace player, and is terrific at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
That free throw good from Sexton. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season. Averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A. And unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
Utah making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guys, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that player.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? And so it's the Lakers with it. The Jazz making their last shot. From deep, here's Doncic. The rebound by Filipowski.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Clarkson outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. The three is up. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Vincent outside. Now Finney-Smith. And here's Doncic. Check by Sexton. Again, Doncic missing.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Sensabaugh, no good. Los Angeles leading by 20. Vincent outside. Finney-Smith passes to Hachimura.
Who's watching here?
Here's Doncic on the money from 12 feet away. Doncic has got 19 points.
And there's Luka, one of the most entertaining players in the league.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Filipowski. Now here's Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock.
Hey, yo, right here.
Jazz trail by 14. They've got Sviatoslav Mikhailuk, Colin Sexton out there with Kenyon Martin. And it's Juzang in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Utah right now. Here's Sensabaugh. Driving inside. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
Here's the general, following the bucket by the Jazz. 4 on the clock. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Here's Sexton. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Reeves. Here's the general. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Off target at the rim. The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Now Sexton. And he takes the fantastic lead pass. Up strong for the slam.
Yeah, give it to Sexton. He can get up and finish.
Here's the general. And he makes it. The general's got 39.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game. And he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Martin with a screen on Doncic. Pass to Mikhailuk. Outside Sexton. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Lakers. Hayes has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Mikhailuk. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And the ball out of play. The Jazz will have it. Utah making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Number 5, Cody Williams.
So it's Utah now. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Outside for Sexton. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The General pulls it in. The General's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Kicks it to Doncic. Hachimura sets a screen. And it's Doncic missing.
He probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Williams with it. Hayes picks him up. Here's Sexton. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Doncic. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And the General gets it. To go.
He's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Now here's Sexton. Here's Sensabaugh. The long distance three is buried. Sensabaugh's got 10 points here in the second half.
His 3rd triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
And stolen by Williams. 5-on-3 break. Here's Mikhailuk. Plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Rui Hachimura. And he drops it first. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Williams. It's both from the stripe.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Hachimura outside. Pass to Doncic. Here's the General. Kicks it to Doncic. Over Sexton. Doncic, no good.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And remember, despite a great start to his career, Colin Sexton was traded after his 4th year, Coach.
Yeah, well, Brian, seems like everybody gets traded at some point now, and Sexton has responded well to that deal. He understands it's not personal, it's a business. He deserves a lot of credit for what he's done.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, too. The team that traded you is also a team that wanted you in trade.
So true.
A different look here for Utah. Filipowski, he's checked in for Martin. Clarkson comes in for Sensabaugh. And it's George in for Mikhailuk.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Sexton with it. Pass to Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. George with it. Here's the 3. Good D by Doncic.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's the General. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Sexton. Utah with another miss.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here's the General. Doncic passes to Hachimura. And here's Doncic. And he's going for the oop here. There's the steal. In transition, here come the Jazz. And George with the jam.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
The Lakers lead by 3. Here's the general. On the wing, Hachimura. Baseline jumper. Count that bucket.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
George passes to Filipowski. Doncic against George. Here's Clarkson. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Clarkson's got 24 points.
Yeah, offensively, Clarkson has been hot. And you know it's motivating everyone else on this team, too.
Here's the general. And he converts the layup. The general's got 45 points.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Clarkson outside. Here's Filipowski. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Hayes. The Lakers lead by 5. Here's the general. Pass to Doncic. Beyond the arc. Doncic delivers from range.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of it.
Here's Filipowski. He's defended by Hayes. Clarkson. Doncic pulls down the board.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
The general passes to Hayes. Doncic on the wing. That three's off the mark.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Here's Clarkson. Yes, it's good. Clarkson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Hendricks is checked in for Utah. And the Lakers also making a switch. James is checked in. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Oh, 2 vicious points from the King.
Forget his age. LeBron is still one of the strongest players in the league.
On the wing, Clarkson. Here's Hendricks. Checked by James. Markkanen, the pass to Filipowski. 6 to shoot. Now here's Clarkson. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Well, Clarkson's one of those guards who's really good working on the inside.
Jordan Clarkson.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, what you love about Jordan Clarkson, it doesn't matter if he's starting or coming off the bench, he provides a real scoring punch.
And so Clarkson nails both of them. The Lakers lead by 6. Doncic outside. Back to Reeves. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
George against Doncic. The floater. George's shot is off.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Doncic finds James. Oh, LeBron, just too much to
time, kid.
Number 21. Number 21.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's the general. It's guarded by Markkanen. Clarkson against Reeves. Inside. Pass to Hayes. Clock at 6. James can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 10. It's going to be on LeBron James. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Here's Clarkson. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Clarkson's got 30.
Yeah, the mid-range is the sweet spot for Clarkson. He does a lot of damage from there.
Reeves, the pass to the general. Rebounded by the Jazz. Clarkson's got 5 rebounds tonight. He takes it in. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Reeves has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's the general. The Lakers with another miss. For the Jazz, this one not looking good. Here's Clarkson. Oh, not wasting any time and taking a shot and hitting it. Clarkson's got 15 points here in the second half. James deciding where to go with it. Here's the general. Started by Markkanen. They set the pick. Free throw line jumper. Utah grabs the miss.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Doncic shot is good. And the Lakers lead by 8.
And their offense tonight is Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. To the middle. And Doncic hammers it home.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
34 seconds left in the fourth. Here's the general. Reeves, the pass to the general. And a missed layup.
Los Angeles foul.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
The Jazz on offense, trailing by 8. Takes it inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass. The Generals got 47 points. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Off target, and so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everybody.
That's what I'm talking about.